titled Remarkable Ohioans, and there was no one in it. I used to be a tour guide a bit, and when we drive by the Chilkoot River, I'd say the people fishing are Canadians. Canadians get up to about 275 pounds and live on average 75 years. They mate for life sometimes. And have on average 1.7 children. Canadians, the male is usually fishing and the female is usually in the RV drinking coffee and reading a book. Canadians' diet consists mainly of fish and beer. So if you have beer, keep it in the cooler. If a Canadian smells it, they might get aggressive. Of course, I got fired from that job. The joke went over pretty good with everybody except the Canadians. But I'm in Haines now, and I've been studying you guys. That's right. I'm studying Haines, and this is what I've come up with. Haines is notable for not having much. No Pizza Hut, no McDonald's, no Starbucks, no mall, no movie theater. It's a great place to live if you don't like to work because there's no jobs here. I tend to exaggerate. They always need bartenders, and they always need cops. Go figure. Bartenders and cops are always in demand. But according to some, the reason we have no economy in Haines is because of the environmentalists. See, the environmentalists live off trust funds, and they write letters, all the time, and they've messed up the economy. But that's not true, because I study this stuff. What messed up the Haines economy is the winter. That's right. God messed up the Haines economy, and we should be mad at the church people. But that's the essence of Haines. They're limited, stuff, less stores, less traffic. If you're 5 minutes late for a meeting in Haines, you're considered early. The clocks in all the stores are set at different times. And no one ever wears a suit in Haines. I wore a suit one time just to freak people out. And it worked. Everybody thought I was a lawyer from Juneau going to hand over a subpoena. And it was like I had a restraining order on me that day. One of my favorite stories about Haines is kind of pointless and irrelevant is one time somebody was stealing, siphoning gas out of people's cars down in Mud Bay. A lot of people have cabins up in the woods and their cars sit down on the road kind of unprotected. And this went on for a while. It's kind of usual around here. The crooks are even lazy, as in nobody's robbed the bank ever. But so it's, I had this friend at the coffee shop, and he told me about it in the winter, and I saw him in the spring, and I said, hey, is that guy still siphoning gas out of people's cars out there? And he said, yeah, he is. And I said, well, is there any patterns? Because I have this real keen mind for figuring out criminal stuff, because I watch Law and Order a lot, And he said, yeah, he goes on Monday nights. And I said, oh, that's good information. Did you tell the trooper? And he said, yeah, I told the trooper. And I said, what'd he say? And he said, the trooper said that's my day off. We had one policeman one time, he sat on Main Street, and he watched people come out of the bar and get in their car and drive away, and he pulled them over for DWI. And then the city council passed a law that he couldn't do that. The thinking was there was no sport in it, It's like snagging fish or spotlighting deer, I ran for city council one time. My campaign was our leaders should be sober, at least when they go to the meetings. People in Haines need to dress a little nicer and stop being crybabies. I, of course, got slaughtered at the polls. But you can make a campaign donation any old time, because I might run for the school board later. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.